Hello, Dr. Ko. In this video, I'll be doing part 2 of exam 3. In this part, I'll be coding for the problem. I'll be solving and plotting the temperature profiles. This is part 2 of exam 3. And so the first thing I'm going to do is start off by importing different functions I will need throughout to solve the problem, such as import numpy as np. These are not very different from the functions we've used throughout the semester to solve various problems. This one right here from plotly.subplots, that is because we're going to use a subplot. Plotly.io as pio from skippy.import solve banded. And so this one right here imports linear algebra functions, and from that we will import the solve banded, which will solve for variables in a banded matrix. And next here, pio.templates default, that is simply the template that we'll use for our plot. And then from here, we have put all the functions and necessary tools we need. And so next, we're going to start off by defining our variables. The left-hand temperature that suddenly increased to 50 degrees, the time period of 3600 seconds. We're going to initialize t np.full as a function of lt 20. We're just setting it, it will return an array and the data will be lt and 20. And the next line, t sub o, that is equal to 50 as well as t negative 1. That is equal to 50. And so that is just simply stating that the zeroth t sub o is the zeroth matrix element, which is 20 degrees because that's the initial temperature in the problem, and the last matrix element is 50 because that's what the last matrix element is, because it increases to that and it's perfectly insulated, so we'll stay at that. And so next we're going to put in some variables that we know. We know the thermal diffusivity that we mentioned in part 1, we'll call that A for alpha, that is 1. We know that the dx, the x position segments that we're analyzing the bar at, are 1 meter. Same for the time segments of 1 second. Next, we're going to initialize x, which we're going to use in the numpy.range. It'll evenly space out the values of x, and we multiply it by dx. And so that'll be np.range lt times dx. And then, as previously mentioned in part 1, we can define R. We already established it, but we will define it here. R equals the thermal diffusivity alpha A times dt, and then that is all over 2 times dx squared, the position segments squared. After this, we know that we need to set up the matrices, and the first matrix A, set it equal to numpy.0. It's going to establish that it's an array with shape 3, and we'll use lt minus 1 because we have one unknown. And so I'll write that right now. B dot zeros 3 comma LT minus 1. And then here we will do a 0 comma 1 colon, and that will equal negative r. What we mean here is that we're specifying the placement of negative r in the matrix. So then the next few lines here, we're just going to be placing variables in the matrix in a specific position. So A A1 comma colon 1 negative 1 2 negative 1. So this will equal 1 plus 2 times r. This will equal 1 plus r. This will equal negative r. We'll do the same thing to initialize matrix B. So here we'll write B equals np dot zeros will be LT minus 1. And then after this, we will set up our plot right in this line. Plots, rows, colon, calls, one row and one column. We're simply creating a subplot with one row and one column, and then we're going to add in the fig.add_scatter. We're going to be adding a scatter plot when we're going to set the x-axis using the dx delta x variable, the y-axis using the t variable. We're going to name it initial. So I'll do that right here. Initial. Okay, and then now we're going to be we're going to set up our B matrix right in this line. Right here. And so from here, B colon negative 1 I'll explain this right after I finish typing it out. And so R times T colon minus 2 plus 1 minus 2 times R plus T 1 colon negative 1 plus R times T 2 colon will be 0. We'll write 0 plus r times t 0, and here r times t negative 2 plus 1 minus r times t of negative 1. Then right here, you solve square banded 1 comma 1 a b. And so b colon negative 1, so all of these, we're filling in our Crank-Nicolson equations with our t values from the t array, and we're calling on specific positions from the t array. And our first element, b0, last element, b negative 1, and then t of 1 colon equals solve banded 1 1 ab. This allows us to solve for variables a and b, which are inside the matrices. And so next, next line will be an if statement. If I percent 300 y equals t, mode equals lines, name equals f, I over 60, it's right here. And then place this right here. And then so this will allow us to plot our data for every 5 minutes, so that if this is true, we will do what we'll do for that condition. We'll do fig.addScatter, which is adding a scatter plot and set up our axes using x for the x-axis and t for the y-axis. The mode is the line, and the name equals f part will allow program to automatically fill in the name for whichever index it is. And so the next sorry about that. Next, I'll do fig.show. This will plot the data.